Yeah, you can wear a Humboldt hat anywhere in the world, and the first thing to ask you is, do you have some?
Humboldt Cannabis is known worldwide for being the finest, cleanest craft cannabis ever.
Since I grew up here, I've always taken for granted living in Humboldt. What I've come to learn is Humboldt is a name where if you mention it anywhere in the world, it's recognized for the quality cannabis that's produced here.
Humboldt farmers are resilient. They are living their values.
No matter where you go in the world, you say, oh, I'm from Humboldt County, right away people go, oh, Humboldt County. You know, everyone knows this place.
It's just a very magical place, and it really caters to a lot of different people and a lot of different activities for visitors to come see and experience.
Humboldt County is built on the Back to the Land movement of the late 60s, early 70s. And what was our lifestyle is now to some people a industry and a facility. To us, it's always our home. We haven't changed.
We're still growing cannabis the way that it has been traditionally grown for all of these decades.
Corporate grows and small farms are vastly different. We work the land. When you buy from a small farm, you're supporting the farmers that are actually doing the work.
Our reputation precedes us, and that reputation was built on craft, hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, delivering the best cannabis in the world. And it's amazing to see the reputation of just our breeding pool that we get to choose from, that we've been breeding with for years through all these families in Humboldt County. It's amazing.
Besides the quality of cannabis, it's the quality of people that are here, and that really transfers into the product that we're producing.
We don't have farms on top of farms. Our farms aren't square. They're this patchwork of beauty throughout the Humboldt Hills.
The climate is like no other climate, and you know, the terpenes that produces and that creates is just incredible, and I don't think that happens anywhere else in the world.
America's so exciting when you're building something. I feel like a wine grower in the 1920s, and I can imagine what it was like to build Napa, and I feel like we're doing that here in Humboldt now.
We live here. This is our life. We have our children here. We're part of the community here. This isn't something that we're gonna quick get in the ground so we can quick get it somewhere else.
I'm proud of what we're doing here. I think we've taken the high road, and we're trying to do the right thing. It doesn't always come out to be right, but we're doing our best.
I get excited about harvesting quality.
Just as you don't go into the grocery store trying to buy your vegetables that are grown under artificial light, there's nothing that can replicate something grown underneath full sun and be equally as good.
The relationship we have with our cannabis plants is like no other. We know each plant intimately, and it's a relationship that when it's time to see it go to the consumer level, it's hard to let it go sometimes.
You know, it sounds funny, but we talk to each and every plant as if it was a different person, and they all take on different characteristics, even though some of them might be the same strain. There's big ones, there's tall ones, there's some that need more water, more food, less food. And so we kind of build a relationship with each and every plant.
And relationships take work. It takes time. There's nuances and upsets and learning curves.
And really, it sounds funny, but at the end of the year, it's really hard to cut them down and leave them until we actually pass those on to the consumer, and we find a way to connect with that consumer and hear their feedback on what we put our time, energy, and love into. And we're really counting on them to support the small farmer, because that's the only way we're gonna make it.
We actually feel we have a responsibility to the world to continue doing what we're doing.
And an obligation to the plant.
It's so important to know who we are as people, and if you know that I'm a good person and that I care for the plant, there's a really good chance that the product that you're gonna soon be putting into your body is good, not only tasting, but is really supporting the small farmers of an industry that started here in Southern Humboldt.
For decades, Humboldt County farmers have partnered with nature to produce the product that speaks for itself.
behind the product is the culture, the families, the generations. It's not just a brand, it's a community.
My best advice to give to somebody to purchase cannabis is to know your farmer, know who that person is.
Humboldt County farmers produce the best cannabis in the world. Anyone can grow tomato plants in their backyard, but you know the farmer's market probably has the best. And just like in Humboldt County, we've been at it for so long. What we grow in our backyard is the best cannabis in the world.
It's easy to say that we grow the best cannabis in the world, but really what is magical to us is when somebody tries that cannabis and they try it for themselves, because I can describe how much better Humboldt cannabis is than anywhere else in the world, but until you actually try it and experience, that's when you really know. That's when the magic really happens.
When you buy from Humboldt, it's not industrial farming, it's handwork, it's craft.
I think of this community as my family. All I want to do is make a difference in people's lives. Because this is who I am, and this is what I grew up doing, and I think it's important.